The cameras flashed. Well, iPhone cameras, that is. The crowd froze. Two figures stood smiling in front of Cinderella's castle. And just like that, Hollywood and the sports world had a new obsession. Welcome to Starscope Report. Join Jordan and Jamie as they uncover Hollywood drama, music industry shakeups, and viral influencer scandals. From red carpet surprises to social media controversies, we dive deep into the stories behind the fame.
Oh, we definitely do.
Yeah, and today's headline story is, it's one that perfectly captures how modern fame actually works. The romance Pat Sajak's family didn't see coming. We're basically looking at a collision of two entirely different universes here.
Completely different.
Right, on one side, you have an Ivy League game show heiress. Yeah. And on the other, a TikTok famous baseball player. And somehow, together, they've become 2026's most surprising power couple.
It really is a fascinating case study in how cultural power is shifting right now. I mean, we are looking at a romance that totally bridges legacy television and, the new creator economy. When you examine the timeline of events, from the initial viral videos to the quiet Hollywood background moves, you really start to see a masterclass in modern relationship building. And it all just culminated in a single, highly calculated image.
So let's set that scene, because honestly, this was a massive, earth-shattering hard launch on Instagram. You have 31-year-old Maggie Sajak and 28-year-old Jackson Olson shocking millions of followers with a photo at Disney World's Magic Kingdom.
Yep, the classic Disney reveal.
Right. And picture the cinematic contrast here. Maggie is rocking Minnie Mouse ears, a crisp white tee, and a sporty black skirt. So she looks, polished, but approachable.
Very curated.
Exactly. And beside her is Jackson, keeping it incredibly casual in just a Chicago t-shirt and shorts.
Yeah.
They're cuddled up right in front of Cinderella's castle. But the image itself isn't even what broke the internet.
No, not at all.
It was the caption. Jackson posted the photo with two simple words, "Applications closed," followed by a green checkmark emoji.
Yeah, and that caption is really the key to understanding the mechanism of his fame. According to Us Weekly and PopCulture.com, that phrase is actually the punchline to a very specific months-long digital campaign.
Wait, so it was planned?
Oh, entirely. Back in December 2025, Jackson posted a TikTok video lip-syncing to One Direction's Kiss You. And in it, he formally announced what he called his official 2026 boyfriend application.
That is wild. He practically treated his dating life like a corporate recruitment drive.
He essentially did. I mean, he noted he had been single for more than 5 years and was getting tired of it. So he laid out this highly specific, quirky resume designed perfectly for the TikTok algorithm.
I bet the algorithm loved that.
Oh, it ate it up. He highlighted that he dances on baseball fields for a living, operates on the diet of a 12-year-old, is a massive Taylor Swift fan, has an unhealthy obsession with musicals, and he claimed to be very unphotogenic.
Okay, well, looking at that Disney photo, the unphotogenic claim is highly debatable. But you see what he's doing there, right? He's feeding the algorithm exactly what it loves. It's that self-deprecating humor mixed with highly relatable, very specific personality traits. He's building this huge parasocial bond with his audience, making them feel like they're personally invested in his romantic journey.
Exactly. And he planted the seed for the payoff right there. The most crucial detail from that December application was his explicit statement that he desperately wanted to take his potential girlfriend to Disney.
Wow, so he manifested it.
Basically, yeah. He even mentioned his parents were sick of him not having a significant other. He gave his audience a narrative arc to follow. They knew the goal was a Disney trip. And then 4 months later, that exact dream scenario plays out in front of millions of followers.
It almost feels too perfect, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Like he practically spoke this highly shareable Disney photo op into existence just for the algorithm. It kind of makes you wonder, is this genuine romance or just a masterclass in influencer marketing?
That is the million-dollar question.
Because Jackson is the absolute epitome of algorithm-driven new media fame. He constructs narratives that demand engagement. But then you look at Maggie, and she represents the exact opposite end of the entertainment spectrum. She is the literal definition of legacy Hollywood royalty.
The contrast is staggering. I mean, Maggie's trajectory is built on prestige and exclusivity, not viral engagement. According to TV Insider, she made her television debut in 1996, walking onto the set of Wheel of Fortune holding her dad's hand when she was just 1 year old.
1 year old?
Yeah. She grew up inside the traditional gate-kept Hollywood system.
And her resume is aggressively elite. I mean, we're talking Princeton for her pre-med undergrad, then a post-grad degree from Columbia. And she just wrapped up law school at Georgetown.
It's insane.
She's out here collecting Ivy League degrees while Jackson is collecting TikTok views.
That's a great way to put it. And Fashion Week Daily actually provided a great snapshot of her world back in 2013. When she was just an 18-year-old sophomore at Princeton, she released a country music single called First Kiss.
Oh, wow. I didn't even know that.
Yeah, and for the music video, she was styled in a high-end Alaya dress. She even did a shoot for Teen Vogue on the Princeton campus, mixing punk blazers with chunky shoes and rocking denim on denim. Everything about her public persona has been curated, polished, and strictly protected by traditional media gatekeepers.
Even her romantic history reflects that old-school Hollywood playbook.
Oh, totally.
Like, up until this launch with Jackson, her most prominent public relationship was in 2024 with the Scottish actor Ross McCall, who was, by the way, 19 years her senior. Us Weekly noted they were spotted holding hands in L.A. and leaving very subtle, flirty comments on each other's posts.
Very under the radar.
Exactly. It was quiet. It was the kind of relationship that gets covered by paparazzi and PR teams, not TikTok comments.
Right, and now look at the reaction to her dating Jackson. His teammates from the Savannah Bananas are treating the comment section like a locker room.
It's hilarious.
You have player JT Sokolov commenting, "Breaking news, he has found his other side." And Kyle Jackson is dropping applause emojis. It's loud, it's public, and it literally invites the audience to participate in the relationship.
This is what makes this pairing so wild to me. You have an independent league baseball player pulling a Hollywood heiress into this hyper-visible, extremely online world. But, how did an independent league baseball player actually catch the eye of a Hollywood heiress?
Well, that's the thing.
That's not even the wildest part. Wait until you hear about the massive disruptive empire he's actually working for. If you're loving these Hollywood twists, make sure you subscribe to this deep dive. We've got even crazier stories ahead.
Yeah, because Jackson isn't just a guy playing local softball. He is the face of a $500 million sports disruption.
Which is just crazy to think about.
To understand the scale of what Maggie is marrying into, or well, at least dating into, we have to look at Jackson's origin story. Entertainment Now reported that he originally dreamed of playing in the MLB. He played college baseball and was even scouted by the Arizona Diamondbacks, but then the pandemic hit.
Right, and the MLB draft was severely shortened.
Exactly. His traditional path was completely blocked, so he pivots. He leans heavily into social media videos, building his own digital footprint. And that is what catches the eye of the recruiting team for the Savannah Bananas exhibition team.
Just off his social media.
Yeah. They invite him to play 6 games just to test him out, and he becomes a superstar. But we really need to break down what the Savannah Bananas actually are, because calling them a baseball team feels wildly inaccurate at this point.
It really does. They are more like a touring entertainment circus that just happens to use baseball as its medium.
Sports analyst Brody Brazil released a fascinating 2026 Fans First report that quantifies this disruption. And the numbers from their 2025 season are staggering. They performed 113 shows and sold 2.22 million tickets.
And they aren't playing in small-town minor league parks anymore. I mean, they are taking over massive MLB stadiums. We are talking Fenway Park in Boston.
Stadiums in Anaheim and Chicago.
Yes. They are selling out these legendary venues for 2 or 3 days straight. Major League Baseball teams struggle to fill those same stadiums halfway on a random Tuesday night.
And the metric that truly terrifies traditional sports executives is their 91% ticket redemption rate.
That's practically unheard of.
In live entertainment, a 91% show-up rate is unbelievable. People aren't just buying tickets to say they got them. They are traveling and they are showing up. And while they are there, they are buying merchandise at a staggering volume. They moved almost 2 million items of merchandise last year alone.
This is where we need to analyze how they are pulling this off.
Yeah.
Like, why is this minor league exhibition team outperforming century-old MLB franchises in fan engagement?
It's all about the fans.
Right, it comes down to their consumer-friendly business model. It is a masterclass in removing friction. A minor league stadium ticket is $35 flat. An MLB stadium ticket is $40 flat. They pay the taxes.
No hidden fees.
0 hidden fees. And on top of that, they offer free shipping on all of that merchandise, completely eating the cost for the fans.
They treat the fan experience as the ultimate product. But the most disruptive element of their entire strategy is their media rights distribution. They have traditional deals with ESPN and the CW, but they also broadcast their games entirely for free on YouTube.
That strategy completely turns the traditional sports broadcasting model on its head. Professional sports leagues make their billions by gatekeeping the broadcast right. They force fans to buy cable packages or specific streaming subscriptions.
Not the Bananas.
No, the Bananas are using their live games as a massive loss leader. They give away the core product for free on YouTube to millions of people, which acts as this incredible customer acquisition tool. The fans get hooked on personalities like Jackson, and then they happily drop $40 on a ticket and another $50 on merch with free shipping. It is brilliant.
It is, but it forces us to ask some hard questions about the economics of the players themselves. Brody Brazil notes that the average Banana player makes roughly $100,000 a year for a 60 to 65 game season plus appearances.
Wait, hold on. 100 grand a year is great money for most people, but MLB bench warmers make millions. Compared to the 20 million MLB stars make, is that really enough to sustain this level of hype and talent? If the Bananas are selling out Fenway Park and moving 2 million pieces of merch, how are they keeping these athletes on a minor league budget?
It comes down to where the organization allocates its capital. They aren't trying to outbid the Yankees for a star pitcher. They are investing heavily in the spectacle. For 2026, they poured over $10 million into their cast and crew. They are hiring Broadway stars. They are bringing in recording artists. They are funding massive pyrotechnics displays. They also invested $15 million just in travel to support the expansion to 6 teams, and another $13 million into their own centralized broadcast production facility in Chicago.
That's massive overhead.
It is, and they now employ 700 people and have a wait list of 12,000 people trying to get a job with them.
So they aren't even running a sports team. They are running an incredibly lean tech and entertainment startup.
Which positions them perfectly for the macroeconomic collision looming in the sports world. Brody Brazil pointed out a massive strategic vulnerability for traditional baseball. If Major League Baseball faces a labor dispute and a potential work stoppage in 2027,
Which is looking increasingly possible, by the way.
right, the Savannah Bananas are perfectly positioned to completely capture that vacuum. They could quickly expand to 8 teams and become the default summer sports entertainment for the entire country, while the MLB billionaires and millionaires argue over contracts.
So we have a sports industry disruptor and a game show royal. Jackson Olson is a key face of an organization that is actively destabilizing the traditional sports monopoly. Meanwhile, his new girlfriend, Maggie Sajak, is the heir apparent to one of the most stable traditional television monopolies in American history.
It is an incredible pairing.
It really is. But later in the deep dive, we'll talk about the shocking reality TV twist nobody saw coming that could put them both on the exact same stage, proving why this relationship is the ultimate Hollywood power move.
Because the public reaction to their relationship is already paving the way for some massive cross-platform synergy. The internet is absolutely eating up this pairing.
Stay tuned and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss what's coming next as we track this DWTS casting rumor. Because the numbers are undeniable. Parade reported that the Disney hard launch photo racked up over 100,000 likes almost instantly.
Insane engagement.
And Jackson is leaning all the way into the narrative. Us Weekly noted that right after the launch, he posted a clip from the movie Elf to his Instagram story. You know the famous scene where Will Ferrell's character screams, "I am in love and I don't care who knows it."
Oh, classic.
Yeah, well, Jackson captioned it, "Me right now."
He had been leaving breadcrumbs for his audience for weeks, honestly. Entertainment Now reported that on April 10th, he posted about being incredibly happy, noting his life was going to change a lot in the next year in the best ways possible.
Oh, he knew exactly what he was doing.
Completely. He told his fans he was enjoying every moment and promised to stop being so mysterious soon. He engineered the suspense perfectly.
Well, now that the mystery is gone, the fan base has mobilized with a new mission. There is a massive viral push right now to get Jackson cast on season 35 of Dancing with the Stars. And when you look at the mechanics of it, the ballroom is practically calling his name.
Oh, he already has the necessary pedigree for reality competition television. Remember, his viral boyfriend application specifically highlighted that he dances on baseball fields for a living. He is used to performing choreographed routines in front of tens of thousands of screaming fans.
Thank you.
He even performed on the field during a Bananas game with Derek and Haley Hu.
So the choreography is there, the audience is there. But here is the brilliant, almost poetic synergy of this entire relationship. Think about the network that airs Dancing with the Stars. It's ABC.
Yep.
Now look at Maggie Sajak's entire professional ecosystem.
She is a cornerstone of that exact network family. I mean, after stepping in as a special letter toucher for Vanna White in 2020 while her dad was recovering from surgery, Maggie became the official social correspondent for Wheel of Fortune in 2021.
Talk about keeping it in the family.
Right. And she stepped in to host for Vanna again in 2023. She is a trusted, known entity within the ABC universe. Vanna White even told E! News that Maggie would be a good replacement down the line because she has literally been around the show her entire life.
Imagine the television gold this creates. You have Jackson competing on Dancing with the Stars, executing these viral acrobatic routines that immediately get clipped for TikTok. And after every performance, the camera cuts to the audience to show Maggie Sajak, ABC royalty, cheering him on.
It's the perfect crossover.
It really is. It bridges the gap between the traditional linear television audience, who knows Maggie, and the massive digital audience who follows Jackson. It is a ratings goldmine.
It also aligns flawlessly with the brand the Sajak family has cultivated for over 4 decades. When Pat Sajak announced his retirement in June 2023, he articulated his vision for television. He stated he always felt a responsibility to keep his daily half hour a safe place for family fun.
Which is getting harder to find.
Exactly. He explicitly emphasized no social issues, no politics, nothing embarrassing, just a game.
Maggie and Jackson are the human embodiment of that exact brand of universal, family-friendly, feel-good entertainment for the modern era. I mean, Jackson operates a radically consumer-friendly sports brand, lip-syncs to boy bands, and takes his girlfriend to Disney World.
And Maggie makes wholesome TikToks with her 79-year-old dad lip-syncing to Tame Impala and brings her adopted Pomeranian, Jack, onto the set of Wheel of Fortune.
They're like the prom king and queen of modern pop culture. In an era where celebrity news is driven by scandal, lawsuits, and controversy, their combined appeal is rooted purely in joy and accessibility.
They are entirely brand safe, which makes them incredibly valuable to advertisers and networks. You have Jackson bringing 35 million cross-platform Bananas followers and intense Gen Z digital virality. Maggie brings millennial and boomer network television prestige. They have essentially captured every single valuable demographic quadrant.
Which leaves you with a fascinating prospect to consider regarding the future of entertainment. We are watching the old guard of linear television struggle desperately to capture younger viewers.
Yeah.
At the same time, independent sports leads and digital creators are successfully bypassing traditional broadcasting entirely to stream directly to their fans.
As traditional network TV struggles to capture those younger demographics and independent sports leagues bypass traditional broadcasting, you really have to wonder, are couples like Maggie and Jackson the new blueprint for Hollywood royalty?
It really seems like it.
They don't need major studios to greenlight their relevance or manufacture their publicity. They carry their own massive, highly engaged audiences. And considering Maggie is already deeply ingrained in network hosting, it raises a compelling question to mull over. Could Jackson's next application be for a network hosting gig right alongside her?
You've been listening to Starscope Report, where Jordan and Jamie uncover the stories shaping Hollywood, music, and pop culture. Thanks for tuning in, and don't forget to subscribe for more stories that keep the stars shining.